This video is to provide a brief introduction of instructional analysis. We learned earlier that the first step for instructional design is to identify the challenge that requires an instructional solution. Based on the challenge, we'll define the instructional goals, which indicate the performance and outcomes that learners are expected to demonstrate at the end of instruction. Then the next step is to conduct instructional analysis. According to our textbook, it is a very critical step in instructional design. Do you agree? I know many people would think, since we already defined the instructional goals, we can just move on to create the instructional design product, which means we can immediately start to develop materials, activities, and assessments. But it's not the case. An instructional analysis is often needed before we can move forward to create any specific components for instructional design. And there are two main reasons. The first reason is that our instructional goals are often complicated. Using the language from the textbook, in most cases, students cannot achieve the goals all at once because learning is a cumulative process. In order to develop complex abilities, students need to learn many smaller chunks of knowledge, information, and skills and put them together. Therefore, it's necessary to analyze the instructional goals to figure out what these smaller components are and how they fit together. The second reason for conducting instructional analysis is the complexity of the learning situations. As educators, we know that our students have diverse characteristics in terms of their age, gender, cultural backgrounds, and previous experiences. These characteristics affect how they learn, how they process information, how they interact with teachers and their peers, as well as how they demonstrate their learning. Therefore, analyzing learner characteristics is very important because it will inform how we teach and how we design instruction. In addition, many factors from the learning context need to be considered as well. For example, what are the resources that are available to support learning? How much time do we have for instruction? Is our instruction delivered in a face-to-face classroom or an online environment? All these questions must be answered so that we can make plans for designing instruction. To sum up, instruction analysis refers to a series of analysis processes used to establish the conditions of learning. Through conducting instruction analysis, we will be able to break down the complex instructional goals into smaller chunks of knowledge and skills. We will also develop better understanding of learner characteristics and the learning context, collecting important information that informs the design of instruction.